back at Harding Stadium. Galion with a 1st and 10 from the Marion Harding 45-yard line.
Galion's got 2 backs in the backfield there in a pistol formation, so last time we saw this, we saw the fullback, which is the back to his left, get the ball.
And Matt for about breaks a tackle.
Great second effort by that young man. We had him stonewalled there, but he kept his feet moving.
Barnett.
Pickup of about 5 on that one.
He's going to bring up 2nd and 5. The Barnett name, very familiar name in the Galion area.
Brought down by Starner.
Bryce Starner on the tackle.
Breaks a tackle, and he's off to the races. Brought down at about the 5-yard line.
You know, it almost looked like the Prexies had a slant or something along those lines called, and the back just cut the other way.
Well, Jacob Fryer made a nice run on that. He broke a couple tackles at the initial, and then the rest of it was on him. Going to bring up a 1st and goal from the 6-yard line.
Well, once again, field position playing a huge factor here for Galion. Getting the ball at the 45-yard line. 5-yard run, then another about a 25, 30-yard pickup, and now they're in business at the 5-yard line.
And again, you know, Galion didn't throw the ball when they had the win. It's hard to say that, or it's easy to say that they probably won't throw the ball against the win. Gain of about a yard. Going to bring up 2nd and about 4.
Well, you know,
second goal from the 4.
In a situation like this, pad level is important at all times in a football game, but a situation like this, pad level is even more important. The D-line has to get low and do what I call root hog, and basically stay in a 4-point stance and do not get up, because you know Galion's going to try to punch it right up the gut here.
And that's what they do. Breaks a tackle, maybe a yard for a yard or 2. Going to bring up a 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Big play right here.
Absolutely. If we can hold them to 3, this is definitely a win here. Definitely a win.
Well, with what happened on their extra point, they could be in 2-down territory.
Yeah.
High snap, give to Barnett, and I don't think he got in.
No, great defensive stand by the Prexies.
Forward progress, and they're going to give him the 1-yard line. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 1.
Well,
decision time for Galion.
You got to believe with their PAT being blocked, they're gonna try to go for it.
Yeah,
here.
They're going to go with it with the horses they got in the backfield.
When even if they don't make it, you still give the Prexies the ball on the 1-yard line, which is a tough hole to dig out of, regardless. Even if the Prexies do get the stop here.
Now Galion's going to think about it with a timeout. Timeout here at Marion Harding Stadium. 9:27 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Marion Harding with a 7-6 lead over Galion. You're watching Marion Harding High School football, a Harding High School telecom production.
Of achievement.
You know, I love the club. It's the reason I'm here. It's taught me so many lessons, and I can talk about it in a positive way and an honest way for the rest of my life. You know, in a community or in a town, your role models are the people that you deal with, that are in your face, that you talk to, that you can ask questions to, not necessarily some basketball player or actor on screen. Boys and girls clubs, great futures start here.
There he goes again, mixing sauces.
We're back at Harding Stadium. Guy looking at a 4th and goal from the 1-yard line.
Very important that the Prexies make a stand here. Very important they make a statement. It'll be interesting to see what kind of play call Galion has here, if they have some kind of different trickery.
Barnett up the middle. Barnett up the middle, and
Nope.
I don't think he got it.
Nope, he
and
did
he
not.
didn't get it.
That's a great, great, great stop by the Prexies. But once again, the Prexies have the ball on the 1 yard line, so there is no room for error here. No room for error
Marion Hardy will
whatsoever.
First and 10 from the 1.
That was a great defensive stand right there, Coach. That's the type of stands right there that win you ball games. I think it's safe to say we'll probably see a run here, Coach. What do you think?
Well, we got the wind.
We do have the win.
I say an off tackle with Titus Douglas.
Yeah. Yep, the Prexies are in that double type formation. Probably going to see a guard pull kick out here, maybe a little fullback G.
Time for the offensive line, and Keenan Harrell. Oh, he fumbles the ball.
Out of bounds. He fumbled it out of bounds.
It is, and boy, did the Marion Harding presidents get a break on that.
Well, and you see there, the Galion player jumped on it and recovered it, but by the time he had recovered it, his body was out of bounds. So the football gods definitely smiled on us on that one.
I didn't get a number. Was it Kean?
Yeah, that was young Kean Harrell. Got to hang on that ball. Looks like we got a Galion football player down over there. Probably the young man who recovered the ball. I think it's safe to say he probably knocked the wind out of him. At least I hope that's what's the matter with him. The last thing you want to see is a young man get hurt. I believe that's number 17 for Galion, Coach. Who is that young man? Dominique Monk. Tried to recover the ball there and hopefully knock the wind out of himself. Looks like both teams are going to go to the sidelines, get an injury timeout. Coach Wessler, once again, the Division II Heisman runner-up, offensive coordinator for the Prexies, walking out there to talk to his troops.
Well, it was a great break. A great break for Harding on that one. We're going to take a break here with 9:14 to go. We have an injury timeout. 9:14 to go in the second quarter. Marion Harding with a 7-6 lead over Galion. You're watching Marion Harding High School football, a Harding High School telecom production.
It's been said men tend to communicate shoulder to shoulder. If that's the case, these guys are saying, let's change the world. Let's make a difference. Let's act as we are called. The Knights of Columbus.
We're back.
In service to one,
Marion Harding with a
in
first
service
and 10
to all.
from the 14-yard line.
And once again, Coach, we saw a good stroke of luck there for the Prexies. That could have
things started bouncing our way.
You are correct. You are correct. Sometimes the football gods smile on us, and they most certainly did on that play. Looks like the player for Galion still down over there. So, once again, I hope that young man's okay.
He's setting up, so that's a good sign.
That is a good sign. But at this point, you got to wonder if he hasn't gotten up yet. I don't think it's the wind knocked out of him. Maybe he did something to his knee or something along those lines. Oh, he just stood up. It's like he's walking on his own, so I think he's okay. That's good to see.
Looks like they're giving him the concussion test. Might have got his bell rung. Okay, now time for Marion Harding High School to get a nice substantial drive here and put some points on the board.
It's wet out there, though. We got to make sure we hang on to that ball. Two hands on the ball.
Football.
Absolutely.
No
well, once again, it's not raining real hard, but it's a light, constant drizzle. It's just making everything out there soggier than it needs to be. So we got the Prexies in a empty set here. Probably see a little motion here.
Pass to Titus Douglas, cuts back. Going to get a little bit, maybe a couple yards to the 17-yard line.
Actually, Coach, that was T.J. Jefferson there.
T.J. Jefferson.
Well, we had a situation there where it looked like one of the Prexy players was going to block in the back, but he pulled up there. I wish I could say who that young man's number was who did not block in the back, just to say good job to him.
I see Kean checks back in.
Well, once again, Kean in the ball game, he's got to remember that the most important play is the next play. You can't worry about what happened before. You only have to worry about what's happening now.
Absolutely. Titus cuts it back, going to get dropped for a loss.
Well, and the thing is, a young man like Titus has to remember he's very, very, very elusive, but you got to go north and south there. You got to go north and south. If you go east to west, that's what happens.
Going to bring up 3rd and 11 from the 13-yard line. Big play for the Presidents right here.
Absolutely, but you got to believe this deep in our own territory, we play it safe and run the ball. Especially the success we've had running the ball.
Well, it looks like pass formation. Could be a slant, quick slant.
Gonna see a little jet sweep there.
Hitch, and not gonna get the first down.
Looks like he's about 3 yards short, Coach.
Gonna bring up 4th down for the Presidents.
Well, once again, now we have the wind at our backs. So, but once again, we're deep in our own territory. So, the snap from the long snapper to the punter is always extremely important, but it's even more important now.
Well, Barnett fields it at the 45.
Right
it's going to
there.
be brought out of bounds at about they're going to call it the 50-yard line.
Big Jordan Scott there on the coverage and the tackle.
So Galion will start 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line.
Once again, if you look at Galion's average starting position, well, not average, but their starting position all night, they got the ball in the 25, their own 45, and now the 50. So, once again, the Prexies, the Prexies are playing some fantastic ball, but boy, howdy, is Galion getting the breaks when it comes to field position.
Field position's been in their favor all night.
The football gods are definitely smiling on them.
Let's see what we can do with the wind at our back.
We'll come out here in doubles and a pistol formation. See if we'll see some more run.
Another pass.
Another quick pass there.
Complete. And gain of about 12. Going to be 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. So Galion kind of defeat the odds here and actually passing.
Yeah, I think that's
twice now with the wind against them.
It's the second pass we've seen all night, correct?
Second pass. First one was incomplete.
Yeah, and actually that first pass they ran was the exact same as that one. That one was just completed, whereas the other one wasn't. Galion's in the same formation as they were before.
Galion going back to the run. Barnett. Gain of about 6. Going to bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, that play there was nothing more than just a tackle wrap. The guard blocks down, the tackle wraps up, or actually the guard blocks out, and the tackle wraps up through and essentially becomes the lead blocker for the running back.
Well, Galion's, they've only hurt us up the middle. They had a nice couple runs and then the touchdown run for about 14 yards. And, it's time for our defensive linemen to stiffen up that upper lip.
Absolutely.
Another pass, swing pass. Brought down by number 22.
Well,
Ramsey.
Their last 2 passes have been successful, so it'll be interesting to see if they decide to keep it up.
Guy's got a 1st and 10 from the Harding 20-yard line. Back to pass. Going to swing it out again, and Harding's ready for it this time.
Great break on the ball.
Great defensive play by, I believe, Roger Hammond.
No, that was Noah Thompson.
Noah Thompson.
Young freshman.
Freshman Noah Thompson.
Noah, a.k.a. Red Thompson.
Loss of 4.
That was a great play by that young
Second
man.
14.
Well, and the thing is, Noah Thompson's a freshman, and to be a freshman, to be called up to varsity, you have to be a pretty special player. Not only to get called up, but to start on defense on Friday nights. And once again, Noah Thompson also a really good wrestler, so it'll be interesting.
You wouldn't think
to see
that
what
have
he does
anything
on
to
the
do with it, would you?
Oh, I think that has everything
Kind
to
of
do with
biased
it, Coach.
the wrestlers.
As am I.
Back to pass, under pressure, going to try to run it, and going to go down at about the line of scrimmage.
Well, in a situation like that, the quarterback maybe got a yard on that, but that, ladies and gentlemen, that was just fantastic coverage by our boys. He went to look to throw it, and there was nothing there. That's what we call a coverage sack in football. And technically, it wasn't a sack, but the fact that there was nothing there, and the quarterback had to tuck it and run it, and maybe got half a yard.
Well, Galion's looking at 2 plays here, I got to believe. They're
Oh,
in
yeah.
2-down territory.
Absolutely.
3rd and 14.
Be interesting to see if they'll go back to the run here up the gut. As much success as they've had at that. Nope.
Back
little
to
play
pass.
action.
Little screen pass to Barnett. Barnett's got some wheels. And down to the 5-yard line.
Touchdown saving tackle.
Wow.
Well, and you got to, the screen. You see it run at all levels of football. And boy, howdy, does it work.
Galion has mixed it up nice. I like their play calling selection.
Yeah, that was a good call.
And now they're looking at a 1st and goal from the 5.
We definitely would like to see a turnover here by our boys. Galion's come out in the same formation once again that we've seen this whole drive.
Barnett.
And right up the gut again.
They've been knocking on the door all night, and they finally got in.
Looks like they're sending out the field goal team here, the PAT. See if we can block this one again.
Going to be a penalty, not a very good kick either.
I believe that was offsides by Galion.
Galion.
There we go.
I wouldn't be surprised right here if Coach don't change his mind and go for 2. Nope, they're going to go for it again. I believe that kick was off to the right.
Well, once again, it should be noted that the Galion kicker, number 42, is kicking into the wind. Not an easy task.
And they are going to go for 2. Fake it. And he's going to throw it up for grabs.
Unfortunately, they're going to call that a horse collar tackle. One of the worst penalties in all of football. In a situation like that, what do you expect a defensive player to do? He has to tackle him, grabs him by the back of the collar, and pulls him down. Unfortunately, that's one of those terrible, terrible rules that the NFL has instituted that's trickled down to all levels of football.
No,
that was a face mask, not a horse collar tackle. Well, either way, I'm not a fan of the horse collar flag rule anyways, but that being said, that was a face mask, and, I agree with the face mask penalty, but not the horse collar penalties.
Galion's coach is not happy for some reason.
So
back to the original.
You would think that they're not going to go for for a fake twice, but you never know.
Let's go to make about a 22-yard kick right here. And now Harding's going to get called for offsides.
This might be the longest
extra point
in the history of football. Somebody got
Oh, it's going to be against Galion again.
Someone got a stopwatch on this. Holy smokes. This is the 4th attempt at the point. So we had a offsides We had a face mask. Then we had another offsides. So here we go again. Here we go again. And I'm starting to think that fake that we got the face mask on, I don't even know if that was really a fake. That might just have been a busted play. Okay. If anything, this kicker's leg should be warm. And
Harding.
Okay, this is the fifth time.
They're going to get Harding, I think, approachment here. They've been close all night. No, they're going to call unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike?
Now it takes it back up to the that's going to take it back up to the original line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an odd call. How do we get unsportsmanlike before the ball's even snapped? Unless maybe we were yelling out the snap count or something along those lines. That call perplexes me.
The fifth attempt.
Fifth attempt. Okay, this might be a record. Okay, let's see if we can actually get this kickoff this time.
No penalty, right?
No.
And the kick is good.
And the kick is good. No penalty, and the kick is good.
4:14 remaining in the second quarter. Galion takes a 13-7 lead over Marion Harding. You're watching Marion Harding High School football, a Harding High School telecom production.
Candy Shack and Cafe, conveniently located in downtown Marion at 187 West Center Street, welcomes you Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. or on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to enjoy our homemade soups, one-of-a-kind salads, and always fresh, never frozen sandwiches.
Every day offers a delicious special, and of course, don't forget to finish off your meal with a piece of our delicious homemade Amish gourmet candy.
Have any special events, an upcoming wedding, or a surprise birthday party? Don't forget to ask us about our individually specialized catering services.
So dine in, carry out.
And we are back here at Harding Stadium with the Galion Tigers leading the Prexies 13-7. There is 4 minutes and 14 seconds left in the half. Plenty of time for the Prexies to put together a good drive here and go into halftime up a score.
Well, that's going to be important. Harding's got to get something going here offensively.
Well, absolutely, especially considering that Galion gets the ball at half. Should be noted once again, as we've said all night, there is a stiff wind. Galion is kicking into the wind, which should help us with the ball here, field position, and return.
Up it comes, Titus Douglas. Titus got a hole. Excuse me, that was Nick Middlesworth.
Definitely better field position for the Prexies this time than where they've started most of the night.
They're going to have it 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, and once again, it's important that we see a clean, flawless series here by the Prexies.
Well, we got to clean up the penalties, too. We've already had more penalties in this game, and it's not even halftime yet, than I think we had in the previous 2 home games that we worked.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, on wet nights like tonight, it's hard.
High snap. Titus Douglas.
Jet sweep.
Cross for about 7.
Not a bad run by that young man.
Going to bring up a 2nd and 4.
Yeah, 2nd and 4 or 2nd and 3.
Keep the ball rolling.
Absolutely. Like you said before, Coach Lindsay, if it ain't broke, you don't need to fix it.
No mistakes.
Feed the beast. Give the ball to Titus. Or Big Key and Harrell. Got the Prexies in a I backfield set, so we're probably going to see another run here.
Titus makes a couple moves. He is quick. Going to get close to a first down. Going to be maybe a half a yard short.
Well, once again, I hate to be critical of a young man out there working his tail off, because Titus is a fantastic young man and a fantastic running back. But, you got to take the ball north and south, follow your blocker on that one. If he follows Kean, Coach, he might still be running.
And it is close enough for a measurement.
Well, if anything, that stops the clock, so that's good.
I think he's going to come up just half a football short. We don't have the yellow lines, though.
It'd be nice if we did, though, huh? Well, the thing is, Titus is such a fantastic running back that he can make something out of nothing, which he did there, and he got the first down. So once again, not being critical whatsoever, but you definitely have to go north and south on that, Coach. Definitely have to go north and south. But that's what makes a player like Titus so exciting, is the fact that he can take something that looks like it's probably going to be a loss and end up getting 3 yards out of it. So
he's one step away from breaking it every play.
Absolutely, he sure is. Looks like we got that double tight set there. This is more often than not been a running formation for the Prexies tonight.
Just a straight 21 Dave, and going to be stuffed for about a 4-yard loss.
Well, and that was just great penetration there by
defensive line,
by Galion.
The offensive line kind of collapsed.
Yeah.
Going to bring up 2nd and 14.
They read that one all the way.
Ooh.
High
Nice
snap.
recovery by Sayre. He's going to run the ball.
Ooh.
Pulled down from behind. Might have lost a yard. And I don't know what are they calling a horse collar?
No. It sure looked like one, but once again, like I stated before, not a fan of the horse collar call whatsoever.
A few boos from the fans.
Well, our fans, definitely thought they saw something there, and that's okay, for them to cheer for our boys. But the refs are down there, and they have their eyes on everything that happens. So if it wasn't called, it
going to bring up a 3rd and
must
14.
not have happened. Well, once again, let's see what the Prexies can get done here.
A lot of high snaps. Dumps it off. T.J. Jefferson breaks a tackle. He's off to the races. No flags. And I don't think anybody's going to catch that young man.
Great.
Marion Hardy.
Great.
T.J. Jefferson.
Great call by Coach Wessler.
62-yard run.
Electrifying young man right there. And there's the fireworks, folks. There's the fireworks on the field and in the air.
I almost said we got to get that young man into this game because his speed is electrifying. And he's so fun to watch. Reminds me of a very young Barry Sanders. Just got the moves to move you anywhere he wants.
Absolutely.
Now an important extra point kick by Savion Tyler.
This extra point gives us the lead.
Down, up, and the kick
looks good.
Is good.
All right. Now,
so with 1:18 remaining in the half, Marion Harding takes a 14-13 lead over Galion. You're watching Marion Harding High School football, a Harding High School telecom production.
We offer a home-based online learning environment with the benefit of one-on-one teacher support and individualized instruction. Our flexible learning schedules provide opportunities for students to work at their own pace. Computer and internet service is provided.
The Marion City Digital Academy is open 5 days a week and is staffed by certified teachers.
We are located at 360 Pennsylvania Avenue next to George Washington Elementary. Call us at 740-223-3882.
Marion City Schools, inspiring a community of achievement.
We're back here at Harding Stadium.
Well, and the one thing that the Prexies don't want to do here, there is a minute 18 left. Galion has, I believe, No timeouts left. However, the ball blows off the tee there, so we whistle here to stop play. But as I was saying, though, we can't give Galion anything here. We can't let them get anything offensively because
Coach
they do
Brady
get the
not
ball at
happy
half.
about something. I don't know. I mean, nobody can control the wind, right?
He must be talking to him about something else. I don't know. I wish I could read lips, figure out what he's saying to him.
Oh, he's going to ask him to hold it.
All right.
I think this is a psychological thing for the kicker, too. Not used to having somebody hold that ball when he goes up and kicks it off.
Well, he's got the wind at his back, though. That's a good thing.
A little squib kick.
It's a smart play. Keep it on the ground.
Breaks a tackle. Make those tackles, fellas.
There we go.
And Galion's going to have the ball at about the 28-yard line. 1st and 10.
Only 5 seconds tick off the clock there. There is exactly 73 seconds left before the half. 1 minute and 13 seconds.
Are you kidding me? Only 5 seconds went off
Only
that
5
clock?
seconds went off the clock. Seemed like a lot more than that. Once again, it is important that the Prexies do not allow anything here. It'll be interesting to see if Galion tries to go to the air or if they're happy where they are.
They got to be careful here. They don't want to. Harding can score in one play. They know that. And I don't think they want to turn the ball over, and they haven't been real successful passing. And they are going to pass. And under pressure, going to go down, and I
think the ball's out. And I think
they had a fumble, and the Harding Presidents have it.
Oh, nope.
No.
The ref is pointing Galion's way.
You never listen to the players.
Well,
both teams always think it's theirs.
Once again, the clock is stopped up there, and I don't know why.
Well, the referees are trying to get her going. Exactly.
Yeah, once again, there should have been about 20 seconds tick off that clock.
And Harding's going to.
Coach Brady's not happy about that. Right now, the clock operator is not a popular guy.
Well, when he saw the beanbag come out, I think the scorekeeper could have probably felt it was a fumble.
Or maybe an incomplete pass or something along those lines. Fair enough. I mean, I can understand that.
But then the referee, it didn't start when the referee had him going, so they're going to talk about how much time expired.
And they're obviously huddling right now to figure out where it should be.
And obviously Coach Brady wants the clock to run down.
Oh, absolutely.
Not giving any extra time to score here.
Once again, this defensive stand by the Prexies might be the most important one of the game.
Well, I don't know if Galion's got the speed to have big plays. They definitely got a couple guys that can break tackles, the Barnett kid. So I think it's just important that they play I hate it, but the prevent defense here.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Where you
absolutely.
You give them the 4 or 5, but nothing big with 55 seconds to go.
But you know, one of the examples of not playing the prevent is obviously the Cleveland Browns versus the Denver Broncos. The drive. The Browns were in prevent on that one, Coach, and it didn't work out well for them. Of course, John Elway was obviously a legend, so.
And now you got me.
Refs are having a long powwow there.
Timeout. Marion Harding timeout. Timeout, Marion Harding.
Timeout, Harding.
Well, Coach Brady's going to talk it over. He's talking it over with his defense and making sure that the defense is set. Not going to have anything.
Well, and you know, after that long break, the refs are obviously going to take some time off the clock. So, you know, why not call timeout? Why not talk to your boys about the things they can do? Tell them, you know, hey, you got to watch for the screen because obviously the screen can work. I mean, we just saw the Prexies get a 62-yard touchdown run on a screen. So, you know, you got to talk to them about things like watch out for screens, watch out for draws, you know, make sure we do this, make sure we do that. So right now, Coach Slater is in the huddle talking to his boys, going through all of the different things that could be going on.
And now we're going to get a time.
Looks like
change.
we're going to get a 10-second runoff. There's 55 seconds on the clock right now, and they're going to take it down to 45.
59.
Oh, they put time on the clock. Holy smokes. I didn't see that one coming. They spent all that time to talk about putting time on the clock. Good Lord.
Well, Galion looking at a 2nd and 15 too, and
well, and you know the thing is at this time, Galion has to be smart, and probably what you're going to see is Galion run the ball here.
And the halftime score they just announced, North Union 26, Pleasant 7.
Well, it sounds like Valley is taking it to Fairbanks, 78-0.
38.
Oh, 38?
38.
Oh, wow. I guess I heard that one wrong.
Going to hand off to Barnett, and I think
smart play. That was a smart play.
I think Galion's going to be well, now Coach Brady's, you know, I think we've been thinking Coach Brady wants the clock to run down, but now I think he just used another timeout, and he wants the ball back.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you know, you got the timeouts. Why not use them?
3rd and 13.
This is one of those situations.
Here we thought he wanted the clock to run, and actually he wanted the clock to stop.
Well, Coach Brady's been coaching football a lot longer than I ever did, so he knows a lot more than I do. I would let the clock run on this, but hey, I totally and completely understand what Coach Brady's doing on this one. With as well as our defense has played and as explosive as our offense has been, this is smart here. Because if you think about it, Galion's 2 scores basically came on a short field. They've never been able to drive the length of the field at this point in the ball game.
Well, and if we can stop Galion here, we might, with the wind in Galion's face, we might get some pretty good field position here. And you never know. With the speed of Titus Douglas and T.J. Jefferson, we could add to this 1-point lead.
Absolutely. Well, you got the timeouts. Might as well use them, right?
Well, I believe we got 1 left. The scoreboard says 3, but we took one there during the clock problems, and then we just took another one.
Well, we got 3rd and 13 here, so really the idea right here is
big 13, third down play.
Keep everything in front of you. Keep everything in front of you.
I can't believe Galion's going to pass the ball here, but I might be wrong. They might be going for the first. They are going to pass.
And they are going to pass it.
And he's got time. And he's looking. And across the middle, complete. Wow. Going to be a first down for Galion at about 49-yard line of Marion Harding.
Well, you know,
Ouch.
Galion still has to go 49 yards in 45 seconds.
Well, and I think Galion just kind of won the battle there with getting a first down. I don't think they were as concerned about scoring as they are of not giving Marion Harding the ball back.
Well, and it looks like Galion's in an empty backfield here, so we have this is definitely going to be a pass. Oh.
Incomplete. Took 3 seconds off the clock. 2nd and 10.
This might be the longest 73 seconds in football in the history of mankind, Coach Lindsay.
Well, we've had the longest extra point in the history of football.
That we did. Somebody should get the number to the Guinness Book of World Records and call him, for Pete's sakes.
5 attempts?
5 attempts. I don't know if that's ever happened before. Holy smokes.
I've never seen it.
Well, it'll be interesting to see here if Galion decides to throw the ball or just run it. They do have it back in the backfield. I would think here they might run the ball. No, they're passing it, folks.
Jordan
oh,
Scott,
there's a
there's
hold.
going to be a hold, and hang on, Jordan.
Oh, holy smokes. Nick Middlesworth's eyes must have got as big as saucers. You're
going to have a hold on Galion. That's going to take him back another 10, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 20. But Coach Brady could he's going to back him up. Okay, I thought maybe he might decline the penalty to get the down. But evidently he doesn't want the ball back with 34 seconds to go. Probably smart. Keep Galion back in their territory.
Oh, absolutely. I would definitely take that penalty.
You got the lead at halftime, possibly.
Well, if I'm Galion here, I play it smart, and I run a screen.
You may just see a quarterback keep.
Well, we've got an empty backfield here, so who knows what we'll see. Oh, there we go. Hey, and the Prexies played that beautifully. They
Gain of
played that
about
beautifully.
A yard. Going to bring up 3rd and about 19.
Well, and the clock keeps running. And what is the longest 73 seconds in football looks like it may come to an end.
Coach Brady's just going to be he's just going to be satisfied going in with a 14-13 lead. And
well, it looks like Galion's going to take one more crack here.
Back up.
Back
Harding.
up, boys. Don't let anything behind
They're
you.
just going to run it. Barnett.
Barnett, the ball carrier.
And that's going to bring us to the end of the half.
Good tackle by Noah Thompson.
So at the end of the first half, Marion Harding 14, Galion 13. You're watching Marion Harding High School football, a Harding High School telecom production.